Have you ever wondered what would happen if our world suddenly cooled and a new ice age began? Such an event would trigger the cycle we call the glacier apocalypse. Life on Earth would take a massive hit, and the climate and weather systems would spiral out of balance at an alarming speed. In the face of sudden cooling, humanity would be thrown into chaos. People would struggle to survive individually, quickly exhausting natural resources. As glaciers expanded and shelter, water, and food supplies ran dry, humans would begin to compete and display power against one another. Sudden cooling would not only cause chaos among humans, but also make plant and animal species unfit. While some animal species would become extinct, others would start a wave of migration to survive. Despite their migration, only animals that could withstand the cold would survive and continue their species. Since plants needed photosynthesis and sunlight, many species would become extinct in the face of this cold. The rapid expansion of glaciers would cause the oceans, lakes, and rivers to cool permanently. The seas would no longer have the warmth or movement necessary to sustain life. Over a certain period of time, the human and animal races will begin to adapt to a new era, the Ice Age, in the face of this unexpected event, leaving the chaotic situation behind, and a process of social survival instead of individuality among people will begin. The advance of the glaciers will cause people to migrate in groups. These groups will try to survive by living a hunter-gatherer life and doing small-scale agriculture. Of course, this agriculture will not be as productive and extensive as before. In this period, when people have limited resources, each individual in the group will have a duty, and this joint work will increase the survival rate and strengthen the community. With the depletion of energy resources, the increase of glaciers, and the change of current living conditions, individual wars will give way to social wars. In addition to food wars between communities, there will also be wars to protect their territories. Of course, this new form will not always bring war. People will learn to cooperate to avoid war and will reshape the trade system we have been accustomed to throughout history, and thus social peace will begin to increase. This difficult period will also reshape people's cultural values. Families will try to maintain unity and togetherness, and communities will gather around fires during the colder winter days and reshape rituals and social activities. Although all these events seem like a very long life adventure, they will all exist for a very short time, because this ice age will bring with it a period that will change not only the environment and human life, but also the balance of power between countries. Existing borders, policies, economic relations will be reshaped according to the Ice Age, and the balance of power in this process will be formed according to geography and the resources that countries hold. While China's northern regions will turn into frozen wasteland, the southern region will focus on industry and agricultural production. However, due to population density, internal resource shortages would become a serious problem. Underground resources in the Middle East and Africa will become even more important. Oil and natural gas will become unproducible in countries covered in ice, and control of these resources will provide a strategic advantage. New technological changes between countries would play a very important role in the strategic superiority of the country, because renewable energy sources such as solar panels and wind turbines would be converted into heating energy to survive in the cooling climate. This would also make life sustainable in cold climate conditions. As a result, the Ice Age of human history will be remembered as the most difficult event in history and will be discussed in history books as the Glacier Apocalypse. This was our scenario called Glacier Doomsday, a chilling vision of how humanity might survive in a frozen world. But what about you? Got a what-if idea you've been thinking about? Drop it in the comments and let's explore it together here on Alternate Realities.